Today we are making an incredibly easy no-bake chocolate tart. It's going to start with a graham cracker crust and it is filled with a decadent chocolate ganache. There are only a handful of ingredients required and no oven. It is a perfect dessert for Valentine's Day or any time that chocolate craving hits, and it's a perfect amount for 2 people. Join me in the kitchen as we make small batch recipes with big taste. Hi, I'm Leanne and welcome to my kitchen. Today is another of our Valentine's Day dessert series. If you missed the other 2, a bread pudding for 2 or creme brulee for 2, make sure you check those out. But if Valentine's Day is not just around the corner, do not wait for Valentine's Day to make this dessert. This is the perfect dessert for all chocolate lovers. Now for our chocolate tarts, you are going to need preferably a little tart pan. Now these are 4.5 inches across and the bottom is removable. What that allows you to do is to kind of lift the tart out and it makes it prettier and easier for serving. But if you don't have a tart pan with a removable bottom, but you have this little fluted ramekin, this is an 8-ounce ramekin. We use these in that creme brulee we made. Check that one out, so good. You could also use this. You're not able to take the tart out very easily to serve, and you would have to serve it and eat it right out of here, which is totally doable if that's what you have. All right, now for our tart, we are going to use a graham cracker crust. If you would prefer even more chocolate goodness, you could make this crust using Oreos, and you could just grind up some Oreos. If you're using Oreos, you don't need to add in the extra butter and sugar because that creamy filling of the Oreo will help to hold the crust together. We're going to start with making our crust because we are using graham crackers. Now I have about 2/3 of a cup of graham cracker crumbs in here. I just took 4 sheets. 4 sheets is the 2 squares makes 1 sheet. So 4 sheets of graham crackers and just blended them up in my food processor. In my bowl, I have 2.5 tablespoons of melted butter. I'm going to add that in, and then I'm also going to add in 1.5 tablespoons of granulated sugar. All right, we're going to just mix that all up until it kind of looks like wet sand. All right, then we're going to take our 2 little tart pans and we are going to divide this mixture evenly as possible between the 2. All right, then we're just going to press this into the bottom and up the sides of our tart. I'm trying to get just like a nice even layer. Now, in some of our other desserts we've made, like key lime pie and our strawberry cream pie that has a graham cracker crust, we've actually baked the graham cracker crust. We're not going to do that this time because remember, this is a no-bake dessert and we don't really need to do it. It's going to hold together just perfectly. There we go. We've got our little tart shells formed. And now we are going to make the decadent, yummy chocolate ganache that goes inside of them. Now for our chocolate ganache filling, you only need 3 ingredients. You need some chocolate, you need some heavy whipping cream, and you need some butter. And we're going to start by just I'm using 2 tablespoons of butter into just a small saucepan along with 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream. And we are going to heat that on the oven just until it is warmed through and little bubbles start to form along the edge. You don't want to let this come to a boil, okay? So make sure you watch it. Now, if your butter's not totally melted by the time the milk is heated through, that's fine, it will melt. Well, our cream is warming up. We're gonna talk chocolate. Now, chocolate's the star of the show with this dessert, so use your favorite chocolate, use a good quality chocolate. I'm using semi-sweet chocolate. You could use dark chocolate, milk chocolate. You could use a combination. You just need a cup of chopped up chocolate or chocolate chips. You could use half semi-sweet, half dark. Just use whatever your favorite is. All right, our cream has heated through and we're just gonna take it and we're gonna pour it over our chocolate. And you can see my butter isn't quite melted all the way, but like I said, no worries, that's gonna be okay. And we're just gonna let this sit for a couple minutes. That butter is going to continue to melt and those chocolate chips will start to melt too. All right, so it sat for a few minutes. We're gonna stir it up. And that butter and that chocolate is going to melt. And you just want to keep stirring until all the cream is incorporated in with the chocolate and you have a nice smooth consistency. We are ready to pour it into our graham cracker crust. And then all you have to do is this just has to be put into the refrigerator for about 3 hours or overnight. So it's a great make ahead dessert for Valentine's Day or for any special occasion. Okay, so yummy. Just go ahead and use your spatula there, kind of smooth it on top. And then it's ready to go in the refrigerator. All right, so our chocolate tart has set up, chilled in the refrigerator. We're ready to serve it. We're just gonna push up on the bottom of the tart pan and it's gonna come right out, but that bottom there, that base will stay on there. I'm gonna put it on a plate. I have just garnished it with a fresh sliced strawberry. You can use blueberries, raspberries, whatever you like. A dollop of whipped cream, some chocolate shavings on top, however you want to dress it up. This is one of the easiest desserts you will ever make. A handful of ingredients, no bake, and it is perfect for all the chocolate lovers in your life. Hey, thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to subscribe and check out all my other videos down below. And we'll see you in the next video.